Well, Oreos has set the world on fire and you goons have fallen for it. What's up, everybody? Rivera here, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world. Okay, so Oreos set the world on fire today with one tweet. That tweet was only 3 words, and the 3 words were, "Trans people exist." And everybody has gone crazy. Suddenly, everybody cares what Oreos thinks about trans people, trans rights, the LGBT community, gender. It's turned into a whole thing. And I don't know who's following Oreos in the first place. I love Oreos. I eat Oreos regularly. Oreos are one of my big cheat day foods. And I am not following them on Twitter. I don't care what Oreos thinks about anything. And I think everybody's dumb for even paying attention to it, because what probably happened was Oreos got a new person that's in charge of their social media. Oreos probably went to this person and was like, look, we need this engagement up. We've got followers, we're Oreos, but nobody's paying attention to us. We haven't made any waves in a while. I mean, sure, we had the Lady Gaga cookie, which was horrible, by the way. But sure, we had the Lady Gaga cookie, which Lady Gaga's dog walker got shot in the chest yesterday, and then they stole 2 of Lady Gaga's dogs. And Lady Gaga offered $500,000 for the return of her 2 dogs, no questions asked, which probably made the dog walker feel like, the fuck, you don't even care that somebody shot me? It's no questions asked? Like, we're not even going to try to solve the person that shot me just as long as you get your dogs, things are good? I don't blame her. The dog walker should probably have a little more self-respect. But anyway, the thing is, those Lady Gaga Oreos were horrible. And I am a person that loves Oreos. But if you weren't upset about that and you didn't lose it over that, why do you care that suddenly now Oreo says trans people exist? Did you not know trans people existed? Is there a problem with trans people existing? And the only problem I have with the trans people exist situation is the only people that are trying to erase trans people are trans people. Because when trans people say that they are the same as biological men and women, I feel like that's trying to erase trans people. And that is trans activists that are trying to erase trans people. Because as far as most people I know not only accept trans people, have no problem with trans people. We understand that trans people exist. So I don't really know who you're trying to make this point for when you say trans people exist. Do you think we don't see you? Of course we see you. Yeah, you want to be in sports. That's not probably going to work out in your best interest, only because people aren't having it. And one day the trans community is going to learn to accept that, or learn to accept themselves, and then we're all going to be in a much better position. And I know some people will be mad at me for saying this kind of stuff, but when it comes to LGBT life, I belong to the streets, and I'm not having anybody tell me what I am and am not allowed to say when it comes to my life in LGBT and my experience with my trans brothers and sisters. And when I say trans brothers and sisters, I mean actual trans brothers and sisters. People that I've known my entire life are not concerned with this the way the young bloggers are. So when people try to come to me with that and they're like, you're transphobic because you said this. No, I'm not transphobic at all. I'm saying you earned your right to be a trans person. Now you bask in it. You enjoy being a trans person just like I enjoy being a fag. I am a fag because I have earned it at this point, and nobody is taking that away from me. I identify as a fag, not as a gay man, but as a fag, because I want people to know exactly what I am. I come from that thing that you used to hate back in the day. I am that thing that you used to hate back in the day, and I'm proud to be that person. I have earned being this person. So if you're a trans person and you chopped your tits off, or you're dealing with your little tranny man struggle dick, or you had your dick turned inside out, maybe you had some tits fucking put on. I don't know what you did, but whatever you did to be a trans person, you deserve to be respected as a trans person. Stop trying to say, I'm the same as any other woman. I'm the same as any other man. Because if you were the same as any other woman or any other man, you wouldn't have to do all these extra things to live as your authentic self. And that is what I would tell trans people. And that is why I feel like Oreos didn't necessarily need to say trans people exist, because most of us know that trans people exist. And people need to stop being so easy and being up in arms over everything, because all Oreos was trying to do was get you to talk about them, which they have effectively done. So even if you feel like you're winning, you're still losing, because nobody's gonna stop eating Oreos. You know your fat face is gonna be double stuffed by this weekend, and who cares about it? I love Oreos. Anyway, this has been Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.